The funeral scene was solemn and respectful. Suddenly, a woman in a red dress rushed in with 3 children and threw herself straight in front of the memorial tablet. In front of all the guests and reporters, the illegitimate son publicly claimed he was the wealthy man's biological child. He said he had come for 2 things: to mourn his father and to take back everything that should belong to them. Reporters immediately pointed their cameras at the woman, firing questions that got sharper by the minute. Faced with this sudden challenge, the woman remained surprisingly calm. She only said coldly that this is a family matter and needs to be handled privately. But the mistress and her children kept pressing her, accusing her of stalling for time to take all the assets for herself. They even shouted publicly that, if the inheritance isn't clarified today, the funeral won't go on. The illegitimate son even called himself their eldest son and demanded to check the group's financial statements immediately, fearing the woman would run away with the money. Seeing the situation was about to get out of control, the woman was forced to give in and invited her father's personal lawyer. Under everyone's gaze, the lawyer read the will. All the wealthy man's assets would be inherited jointly by the eldest daughter and other legal heirs. The phrase, other legal heirs, made the mistress and her children overjoyed. They laughed on the spot, thinking they had already won. Faced with their arrogance, the woman only said softly that everything should be handled according to the law, but a faint trace of doubt flashed in her eyes. How could her father make such an arrangement that would split the family assets? Could there be hidden secrets behind this? The next day, the mistress and her children couldn't wait to break into the group, acting as if they were their new owners. In front of all the company's senior executives, the illegitimate son announced that he would carry out a major personnel reshuffle, replacing the heads of the marketing and finance departments with his own trusted people and his mother. This absurd move was immediately resisted by all the senior executives. Just as the two sides were at a standoff, the woman appeared. Unexpectedly, she agreed to let the illegitimate son participate in the company's management, and even, kindly, handed him a low-risk old commercial district renovation project to practice with. The woman's compromise sparked discussions throughout the company. Everyone thought the young lady was afraid of the illegitimate son, but they were all wrong. The woman had already ordered her confidants to closely monitor every move of the illegitimate son and every sum of money related to the project. She just wanted the illegitimate son to think he was in power, so she could catch him red-handed when he gave in to greed. On the other side, the illegitimate daughter, the mistress's daughter, pretended to visit the woman out of concern, but in fact, she was trying to find out if the woman knew about the secret trust her father had set up overseas. The mistress was even more vicious. When she met the woman, she used the cause of the woman's mother's death to threaten her, hinting that the hospital report from that year was not clean and forcing the woman to give in on the inheritance and her position in the group. The woman did not back down. She fought back by revealing a bombshell. Before their father's death, the mistress had frequently met with the attending doctor in secret late at night. She warned the mistress that before saying anything, you'd better think about whether you're clean yourself. This one sentence made the mistress turn pale with fear and flee in a hurry.